If a circle has radius r with a center point of h and k, the standard form of the circle is given by x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared equals r squared. Again, h and k are your center and r is your radius. This form of the equation is also known as the center radius form of a circle. It goes by both names, but they're still the exact same thing they're relating to. So we're going to state the center and radius of each equation of the circle. So the first one we have is x squared plus y squared equals 4. Now the first thing you should see is that there is no h and no k whatsoever. And the reason for that is because we can actually rewrite this as x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 4. So when you have zeros for the x or the y value of the center, it typically just doesn't show. So when we want to know what the center is here, you can rewrite it like this, or you can just remember that it's just going to be 0 for each x and y value. And the radius, r, is equal to the square root of 4, which in this case is 2. So the center and the radius of this circle is 0, 0 for the center and 2 for the radius. Next we have x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 25. So this time we actually have numbers for h and k. And since it is a minus here, we only really want the numbers here. We don't care about the minus, we just want the numbers themselves. So we can say here that the center is 2, 3. Whereas the radius, again, is the number at the end, square rooted. In this case, 5. So the center of this circle is at 2, 3, and it has a radius of 5. Next we have x plus 1 all squared plus y minus 7 all squared equals 15. And again, it's similar to what we did before, but this time we got a plus here. And remember that the form is supposed to have a minus here. So you can technically rewrite this like so, because a double negative would make a positive. So in this case, h is going to be -1. Another easy way to remember is just to think that the center is just going to be the opposite sign of whatever is in front of the number. So the center here is going to be -1. And since this is a 7, we can just do the opposite sign of the minus. We can call this a +7. Whichever way you understand it best. And the radius, again, is the square root of this. But in this case, square root of 15 doesn't break down. So we can just say that the radius is square root of 15. And last we have x squared plus y plus 9 squared equals 1. And like I said before, if there's no number explicitly shown for h or k, we understand it to just be 0. So the center is going to have 0 for x, and then for y, or its k value, it's going to be -9. Because if you write it out, you can say it's y minus -9 squared, because double negatives will make a positive. And the radius is just the number itself, square rooted, and the square root of 1 is 1. So the center radius of this circle is going to be 0, -9 for the center, and 1 for the radius.